Are you looking for new games to play? Then you have come to the right place. And since I value your time, I'll be presenting the games as precise as possible. And I'll even skip the long annoying intro that all other YouTubers have. And hope you enjoy the games. Squad, a tactical first-person shooter with a big emphasis on realistic combat scenario and strategic team play. And the game features large-scale maps, vehicles, and up to 100 players per match, really creating an intense battlefield experience. Communication and coordination with your team are crucial to success, with a heavy reliance on voice chat. As a squad leader, you'll have to orchestrate maneuvers and construct forward operating bases, while the individual roles, from medics to anti-tank specialists, will impact the tide of battle. But what really makes the game stand out is the commitment to realism that will offer a challenging yet rewarding warfare simulation. Rainbow Six, an extreme tactical first-person shooter with a high emphasis on strategy, teamwork, and environmental destruction as critical as the shooting part itself. The game pits off two teams against each other, attackers and defenders, each with operators boasting unique abilities that can swing the tide of a match. Now, the core of the gameplay revolves around short, intense matches in close quarter environments, and the game requires a high level of adaptability and communication to work. And since its launch, Rainbow Six Siege has seen immense growth and has become a staple in competitive esports. The game also still sees regular updates, introducing new operators, maps, and gameplay adjustments to always shape the meta up. Metro Last Light, a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter with intense survival horror and stealth elements, and you as a young man must navigate the perilous world of a post-nuclear underground metro system. Now, the narrative of Metro Last Light is a blend of political intrigue, supernatural elements, and personal redemption. And the game is notable for its immersive atmosphere, the intense resource management, and the ever-present threat of both human and mutated creatures. And all this will allow you to immerse yourself directly into a richly detailed world filled with lore, moral choices, and consequences. And the game is a great testament to the potential of narrative-driven shooters set in a haunting, beautiful world. CSGO. The game is renowned for tactical gameplay, precise shooting mechanics, and a high skill ceiling, making it a mainstay in competitive gaming for many years. And CSGO revolves around two teams, the terrorists and the counter-terrorists. Each match is a fast-paced strategic encounter where team coordination, map knowledge, and quick reflexes are essential for success. Players can purchase a variety of weapons and equipment at the beginning of each round, with the money earned based on their performance. And CSGO competitive scene is one of the most established in esports, with numerous professional teams and players from around the world. And with a high emphasis on tactical gameplay, precision, and team coordination, the game continues to captivate audiences, reinforcing its position as a legendary title in the world of competitive gaming. Valorant, a team-based tactical first-person shooter. Two teams of 5 players each take turn playing offense and defense. The attacker's goal is to plant a bomb, and the defender's goal is to prevent this. And what set Valorant apart is the roster of agents, each with unique abilities that can be used to gain an advantage. These abilities, coupled with the game's emphasis on precision shooting, open up a multitude of tactical possibilities, making teamwork crucial for success. And Valorant's distinct blend of strategy and skill has quickly made it a staple in the world of esports. And each match is a high-stakes contest of skill, strategy, and nerve, with a deep emphasis on balanced gameplay. Verdun, a squad-based multiplayer first-person shooter set during the World War I, and the game aims for historical accuracy, featuring accurate weapons and uniforms for the time. And you'll experience trench warfare intensity, where the game mechanics encourages team-based tactics and coordination to capture trench lines. The game has a dynamic frontline, really reflecting the brutal and strategic push and pull of the real war. Realism is the key, with a need for careful bullet management and a high mortality rate, making every sprint across no man's land a risk. And the game, with regular events and updates, offers continuous new content. Apex Legends, as a free-to-play, fast-paced battle royale game. The core of Apex Legends revolves around 20 squads of 3 players who are dropped onto a large map with nothing and must scramble to gather weapons, armor, and other resources. And each player selects a legend, and these are unique characters with their own abilities and playstyle, adding a layer of strategy that sets the game apart from other battle royales. And the aim of the game is to be the last team standing, and this requires high level of tactical thinking, teamwork, and swift reflexes. The game also receives regular updates, adding in new legends, weapons, and map changes, while limited time events and seasons keep the game fresh, and it's a must play for any competitive game enjoyer. Borderlands 2, a really fun action-packed first-person shooter with high degrees of RPG elements, and the game offers a cool mix of fast-paced gunplay, vibrant graphics, and a heavy dose of humor. And one of the standout features of Borderlands 2 is the bazillions of guns. The game utilizes a procedural generation system for its weapons, which means it can produce a vast array of weapons with completely different stats, elemental effects, and appearances. And as you progress through the game, you will level up, and you can customize your abilities and your playstyle. Now, in terms of the story, the game has a great blend of humor with engaging storyline storyline filled with essential characters, memorable side quests, and unexpected twists. The game also has a big focus on co-op gameplay, allowing up to 4 players to team up and tackle the quest together. Escape from Tarkov, a great first-person shooter that will simulate combat and survival in a fictional Russian city torn apart by conflict, and the gameplay has a high emphasis on realism. You'll need to deal with intricate health, inventory, and weapon customization systems. Engagements are deadly, with a mix of PvP and PvE, and death meaning losing all the things you have on you. The game will therefore challenge you to embark on raids for resources while still managing survival elements like health and hunger, and success is only measured by navigating and extracting your items from the incredibly dangerous zone. Far Cry 5, an open world first-person shooter where you are put in the vast rural landscape of Montana, and the game features a great blend of exploration, hunting, and chaotic combat. And one of the game's standout features is the guns for hire system. This allows you to recruit local residents to assist you in combat. But beyond just action-packed gameplay, the game is notable for compelling narrative that presents itself in themes of faith, freedom, and a fine line between salvation and ruin, and you'll face a ton of moral decisions and intense showdowns. And the game has a great mix of thought-provoking narrative and adrenaline-pumping gameplay. Door Kickers, a real-time strategy game where you command a SWAT team, and the game combines meticulous planning of strategy with a top-down action shooting. You'll need to draft precise routes and plans for your squad, choose your own equipment and breach points, and then execute your plan, but always be able to adapt on the fly. And the game will feature a wide array of missions, from hostile rescues to bomb defusals, each demanding a unique approach. And with the level editor and a mod support, the game has great replayability, with a strong emphasis on tactics. Left 4 Dead 2, an intense co-op first-person shooter based in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by hordes of zombies. And it takes place in a group of 4 survivors who band together to battle their way through the relentless undead onslaught. And the gameplay is characterized by its episodic structure, where you must work together to navigate through various sceneries. Now, these aren't your typical slow zombies. The game introduces several special infected, each with their own unique abilities that can easily catch you off guard. And the game has a great emphasis on team structure gameplay. 0 Hour, a tactical first-person shooter with a big focus on a realistic simulation of a close quarter combat. It emphasizes team-based tactics and planning over quick reflexes. The teams are small, typically consisting of 5 players, to really simulate a real-life SWAT team scenario where communication and coordination are key. The game features a more slow-paced, methodical approach, and really stands out with detailed planning phase that allows you and your team to strategize before breaching. It also has a realistic loadout system and breach mechanics, where you can use various tools and methods to enter a room or a building. And the game's multiplayer mode will pit attackers against defenders in intense scenarios, demanding high level of teamwork if you want to beat the other team. GTFO, a hardcore cooperative first-person shooter in a terrifying underground facility called The Complex, and you will form a team of 4 scavengers forced to explore and extract valuable artifacts. In here, stealth, strategy, and teamwork are crucial, as the game has a high focus on intense combat, puzzle solving, and survival mechanics against relentless hordes of grotesque monsters. The eerie atmosphere, coupled with the challenging gameplay, requires constant communication and coordination amongst your team, making it a great test of skill and teamwork. And GTFO will provide you a really gritty, dark, and engaging experience that'll push you and your teammates. Killing Floor 2, a fast-paced co-op first-person shooter where you are placed in the midst of a post-apocalyptic Europe, and you must fend off waves of gruesome sets, basically zombie-like creatures. And you will do this with a variety of weapons and teamwork. Each round you play will get progressively harder, eventually ending up in a boss fight. And throughout the game, you can also choose from multiple classes, each with their own unique abilities, so you can tailor it to your own playstyle. And the game has a great emphasis on intense action, gore, and strategic cooperation, with a strong replayability factor due to challenging difficulty levels and deep progression system. Let me know in the comments which game on this list is your favorite, but also what game you're gonna try out after watching this video. And if you're looking for more inspiration for games to play, I would highly recommend checking out the videos on the screen now, as I think you will also really like those. So check those out, and I'll see you over there.